Hi, this is Raina from thecheesethief.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet. This is like a variation of my Aries bracelet and my mini boutique bracelet. I just made it a few minutes ago and I really wanted to get this tutorial out to show you guys how to make this before I forget. It's a little more complicated than my other tutorials, so you just want to line up your bands and just try to follow along. I'll try to slow down too. So this is a 2-peg no hook tutorial, so I'm going to use 2 pegs of my pencil loom, but you can use your finger loom, monster tail, or anything that has 2 pegs. And I'm using limited edition rainbow loom bands, which I think make it look a little better. You could use regular bands too. I made one with the regular bands and it turned out okay, but I think the limited edition ones just do make it a little easier to see because they don't turn as much. This is one actually that I made out of just like regular bands. You don't want to see that. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with my white band and I'm putting it on top like so in a figure 8. And I'm going to take another white band, place it on top, and then I'm just going to pull up the left side of my white band like so. And then I'm going to pull this to the left side. Next, I'm going to take another white band, place it on top, and then I'm going to pull up the right side, like so. And then I'm going to pull that up and over. So that's what you should have. Now I'm going to take one more white band, place it on top, and then I'm going to pull up the left side like so. And then I'm going to pull this left side onto the right peg. So that's what you should have. Now I'm going to take one more white band and put it on top. Now I'm going to take this band right here. So let me just show you. This is the second band from the bottom or the 4th band from the top. This band right here, I'm going to pull it up and over like so. And I'm going to pull this left side, this right band onto the left side. So it just made a basic crisscross like so. So that's what you should have. Now I'm going to take this left band and put it onto the right peg, and this band and put it onto the right peg. So I only have one band on this side. I'm going to take my blue band, place it on top, and then I'm going to pull up this blue band right here, this white band onto the blue band. I'm going to pull this blue band onto the left side and one white band onto the left side. Now I am going to invert this blue band and this blue band. So I'm going to take this blue band and pull it down. You saw that? And take this blue band and I pulled it down. And I take this blue band and I'll pull it up and over. And now I'm going to do the same thing for this band over here. So I'm going to move all of my white bands onto this peg and then add a blue band. So I moved 4 white bands onto this peg and I'm going to add a blue band like so. Pull up this white band and then pull this blue band onto the right side. Take one white band, pull it over like that, and then do the same inverting. So you're going to take this band and pull it down, and this band and pull it up and over. And you're going to pull this white band onto that peg. And this is what you should have. And that's actually your first pattern. So you're going to do the same thing over again. So let's take white band, place it up on top, and I'm going to take this left side of my white band, pull it up and over. Now if you pulled up the left side, you're always going to pull this white band to the right side because you're trying to crisscross the bands. Take another white band, put it on top. Now I'm going to take this band right here. So it's the fourth band from the bottom, or from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that up and over. And if you pulled it up, your white band up from the right side, you're going to pull it onto the left peg. So you see it's crisscrossed, like so. And then now I'm going to just pull this left band up and over. The top left band, I'm going to pull over my blue band. I'm going to move this left band onto the right peg, and then this one onto the right peg, and I'm going to pull up this left band, like so. And now I'm going to just pull this over, and then you can see this is what you should have. Now I want to put my purple bands on, and my purple bands always go on these bottom two. So I'm just going to move this top two out of the way, put my purple band onto my pegs, pull up my white band, and then pull this to the left side. Pull my white band onto this left peg and invert. And then do the same thing on the opposite side. So move all of these bands onto the right peg, and I'm going to put the purple band on top. Invert, it will put the white band on. Pull the left band over so that both of your purple bands are on one peg. Pull over one white band onto the right peg and invert. And then pull your white band back on. That's what you should have. Now I'm going to take a white band, place it on top. I'm going to pull up my top left band. And if you pull up the top left band, if you pull up the white band on the left side, you're going to pull this white band onto the right side because you want it to cross. Take another white band, place it on top. Take this fourth band from the top, pull it up and over, and you see how it's crossed over there? We just want to pull this one onto this side. That's what you should have. Pull this back to pull up the purple one and put it back. And do it on both sides. You're going to pull out the bottom purple one. So that's what you should have. Now when you see that you have 3 white bands on each side, you know you're going to have to put the pink band on the bottom. So the colored bands always go on the bottom band when you see white bands, 3 white bands on each side. So I'm going to move these 2 bands onto the right side because I want to put the pink one on. Pull the pink one up, pull the white band up and over. And every time you put on a colored band, you're going to want to pull one white one over and invert the colored band. Like so. And this one needs a pink band on that side. So you're going to pull this left one over to the right side, put your pink band on, pull it over, pull one white band over, and then invert it, like so. And then you're going to pull your white bands back. Okay, so now you have your pink band on the bottom, you're going to put your white band on. So you put your white band on top, pull up this left white band, and because you pulled up the left white band, you're going to pull this one onto the right side. Put another white band on top. Pull up the right white band, and then pull this left onto the left side, like so. And now you want to pull up the bottom pink bands. So you can put that back, pull up this bottom pink band, and then on the side, pull up the bottom pink band. Like so. So now again, you have 3 white bands on each side, so you need to put the colored band on. Let's put the blue one. Oops, sorry. You have to move everything over into one peg. So you can open up the last white one. Put the blue one up on top. Pull your white one over. Invert your blue one. Always inverting the colored band. And then pull everything onto the opposite peg to add the blue one on the other side. Pull the white one over, invert this side, and then pull this onto the left peg. And then you're done. And then you would just keep going. So now that you have a color band, you could put your white bands and cross them again. But if you wanted to end it, you could just put one white band on and then pull up all of your bands. Clip them. And there you have your bracelet. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please visit me at thecheesethief.com for more tutorials like this. I know this was a very complicated design, and I don't know how the tutorial went. I may have gone a little fast, but if you happen to make this design and are on Instagram, I would love to see it. Be sure to tag me. My username is thecheesethief. Thank you, have a great day, and remember to be kind to one another. Until next time, bye now.